The first question is from Yes Sirski. Hey Jordan, at a young age I was socially confident and I would consider myself pretty funny. Growing up I had to get jaw surgery. After that I didn't feel confident since my metallic jaw was clearly seen and it is a hollow. I'm currently 16 years old, I go to school but no one knows that I have this metal jaw because of masks and COVID. I'm really uncomfortable without my mask since they might see it. How do I tell them without getting it awkward since some girls are into me? I still have an upcoming surgery at 20. I don't know if I'm gonna look better or not, but for now, I can't change how I look, I can only change my mindset. I've watched a lot of videos on how to be confident, but none were specifically suitable for my case. Okay, so I've never actually seen a picture of what that looks like, so I'm probably gonna have to look up a picture after I finish making this video. But generally speaking, this advice should be pretty universal. When it comes to overcoming your insecurities, you just have to own them. You know, that's what it comes down to. You're gonna have to learn to own your metallic jaw. You're gonna have to learn to not necessarily push it on everyone, but just learning to own and accept it as a part of yourself. Because the only reason why you're insecure about it is because you are comparing yourself subconsciously to other people. For whatever reason, you clearly had to get this done. You know, I'm sure that you wouldn't have gotten it done if you didn't absolutely have to. So it seems like it's pretty much out of your control. So what's the point of worrying about it? And I know it's much easier said than done to adopt this type of mindset, but it's the only way that you can actually live your best life and, you know, learn to stop thinking about what others are thinking about you. I think one really good way to overcome your insecurities is to learn to laugh at yourself. That right there, that is the key to invincibility, learning to laugh at yourself. Because no matter what anybody ever says about you, you're gonna be secure within yourself because you've learned to own and accept your insecurities to the extent that you're willing to laugh at yourself. You can make jokes about yourself. You can make fun of yourself in a lighthearted manner. Like you said, you can't change how you look, but you can change your mindset. And that's the most important thing. Mindset is everything. Mindset determines perception. Perception determines state of being. If you learn to change your mindset and operate from that space of self-acceptance and self-love, then naturally you're gonna find yourself in a higher vibrational state of being. The next question is from Amazing Professional. I don't know if it's me, but I think my parents are being a little hypocritical. They don't let me go to the gym because of the pandemic, but yet my mom went to Mexico to see her family and came back infected, knowing she is infected, and transmitted the virus to my dad. So instead of going to the gym, I decided to buy my own equipment, but yet they're telling me that I am spending too much money and that I'm obsessed, even though I'm just buying standard equipment. You are 100% right in that situation. Your parents are being very, very hypocritical, and that's something that you should probably confront them about in a respectful manner, but confront them nonetheless, because that's ridiculous. Okay, that's completely ridiculous that they're trying to put you down for trying to better yourself. You know, it's understandable that they don't want you to go to the gym, even though, like I said, it is hypocritical of them. But for them to try to put you down for buying equipment and making the most of your situation and your resources, that's kind of weird to me. And in my opinion, that probably signifies some degree of insecurity on their end. They're intimidated by your determination to better yourself and to work on yourself. So I would try to ignore them, or like I said, confront them if it bothers you that much and if they're taking preventative measures to, you know, prevent your self-improvement, self-development journey. But, you know, if you already bought the equipment, then use it. The next dilemma is from Damian Lee Fan. First things first, rest in peace, Uncle Phil. Second thing, I'm back, my phone was took. Last thing is I'm stuck. I'm a Christian, but I want to practice the law of attraction. And I looked it up and it says it's not okay to practice the law of attraction as a Christian. So I don't know what to do. I'm glad that you asked that. I'm very glad that you asked that. This is something that I feel like I need to address, especially looking at the response to my law of attraction videos on TikTok. It seems like there's this general misconception that the law of attraction and religion can't coexist. Now, what you have to understand is if you take the label off of the law of attraction, it becomes a very fundamental principle of life. Okay, it's nothing more than your thoughts create your reality. Now, you said you're a Christian, so I'm gonna use Christianity because that's the religion that I know the most about. So in Christianity, there's the idea of prayer. Okay, you pray for something and God makes it happen. That is literally exactly the way the law of attraction works. The only difference is you replace God with the universe. It's the same exact thing though. All it is you are putting an idea into your mind and a higher power, whatever you believe that higher power is, that higher power is making that thing happen. Or you can look at it from a scientific perspective. If you're an atheist, for example, You can look at it as you are programming your subconscious mind to identify opportunities that you otherwise would not have identified. No matter how you cut it, the law of attraction works. So you don't have to give it that name. You don't have to look at it as this magical force. Or if you feel like it's more in line with your religion and your moral and ethical beliefs to, divert that power to a higher being, that's okay too. While I'm not religious, I'm not against religion either. I believe that everyone should have the freedom to practice whatever it is that they believe is right, whatever aligns with their morals, their beliefs. We're not all here to believe the same thing, in my opinion. And with that being said, the law of attraction and religion can coexist and do coexist. The next dilemma is from Anthony Joshua. How do I forget about my ex when she is in almost all of my classes at school and she lives near and is friends with my friends? Okay, so I think I mentioned this in a video a while back, but you shouldn't be trying to forget about your ex, especially in your specific scenario where you have to see her on an almost daily basis. You're not going to be able to forget about her, and that shouldn't be the goal. You shouldn't be trying to forget about somebody who was in your life, because you'll never be able to do that. Instead, what you should try to do is extract whatever lessons that you need to learn from that situation and from your time spent with her, and move on from that situation. Okay, it's not about forgetting, it's about moving on, letting go, and growing apart. Okay, you have to level up. You have to level up not for her, but for you. You have to become the one that got away. And also, just because she's friends with your friends doesn't mean that you actually have to interact with her. If you set those boundaries with your friends and tell them that, you're not comfortable interacting with her at this time, then they should be respectful and mindful of that, and not try to make plans with both of you involved, and not bring up your ex in conversations around you. And if they can't respect that, then you should put some distance between you and those friends as well. Now, obviously, I don't know how your relationship ended. I don't know why it ended. I don't know if you got cheated on or if it was something that was mutual. But regardless, I think you should try to be as cordial as possible with her. Try to get rid of any resentment that you might have towards her. Try to forgive her as much as you possibly can. And place your emphasis more on moving on from her as opposed to forgetting about her. The next dilemma is also from Anthony Joshua. That's another problem I have at the moment. I'm currently injured and it holds me back from running, cycling, and doing certain exercises. I'm able to do upper body exercises, but being injured makes it hard. Anyone have any tips? Okay, that's something that I've been going through myself with my back issues. So honestly, for me, I just try to work around it. I just do whatever I can to work around the affected areas, and I try to stick to body weight and very, very light weights. Okay, don't go heavy if you're injured. Don't push yourself past your limits. You want to be patient with your body, let it heal. Focus on getting enough sleep. Focus on getting the proper nutrition and staying active without overdoing it.